From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, November the 9th, 2016. A Palestinian man tried to stab an Israeli soldier early this morning in the West Bank. The incident took place at a security checkpoint near the Arab town of Hawara. The man was said to have attacked the IDF soldier who was on guard there with a screwdriver. But he was shot by Israeli security forces and then given first aid at the scene and taken to the hospital. His condition was unknown at the time of this report. The soldier who was stabbed was said to have been wearing a bulletproof vest and was unharmed in the incident. A mortar shell landed in northern Israel this morning, thought to be another case of spillover from the fighting in Syria. The IDF released a statement saying that it holds the Syrian regime responsible for any errant fire into Israel, saying it will not tolerate any attempt to harm the sovereignty of the State of Israel or the security of its citizens. And the IDF retaliated, hitting artillery positions belonging to the Syrian army in the northern Syrian Golan Heights. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu extended his congratulations to Donald Trump upon his election today. The Prime Minister released a video reaffirming the bond and cooperation between the U.S. and Israel.
I look forward to working with you to advance security, prosperity, and peace. Israel is grateful for the broad support it enjoys among the American people.
And in other election results, there are 5 new Jewish members of the U.S. House of Representatives. Elected last night were Democrats Josh Gottheimer from New Jersey, who won against longtime Congressman Scott Garrett, Brad Schneider from Illinois, Jackie Rosen from Nevada, Maryland Senator Jamie Raskin, and Tennessee Republican David Kustoff. And Jewish Republican Eric Greitens, who is a former Navy SEAL, became the first Jewish governor of the state of Missouri. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu met yesterday with Israel's ambassador to UNESCO to discuss the future relationship with the UN body. Netanyahu met with Carmel Shammah-Cohen as well as with Acting Foreign Ministry Director Yuval Rotem. Last month, as we reported to you, UNESCO passed a resolution that ignored Jewish ties to the holy religious sites of Jerusalem, namely the Temple Mount. And in response, HaCohen was recalled to Israel, and all cooperation with UNESCO was halted. HaCohen is scheduled to return to UNESCO headquarters in Paris within the next few days in order to meet with the organization's Director General, Irina Bokova, to see about resuming cooperation. Meanwhile, the UN yesterday passed similar resolutions. UN General Assembly committees in New York voted on 10 anti-Israel resolutions, including 2 that once again ignore Jewish ties to the Temple Mount. Other resolutions deal with Israel's treatment of the Palestinians as well as the, quote, occupied Syrian Golan and refugees. Israel's ambassador to the UN, Danny Danon, said, "We will continue to fight at all times and in all forums against those who deny the historical and religious ties that bind the Jewish people with Jerusalem." And Hillel Neuer, who leads the non-governmental watchdog organization UN Watch, condemned what he called the ritual one-sided scapegoating of Israel yesterday. Neuer said the UN's disproportionate assault against the Jewish state undermines the institutional credibility of what is supposed to be an impartial international body. The resolutions still need to be adopted in the final stage at the General Assembly plenary, which will take place at the UN next month. Well, today, Wednesday, November the 9th, is the 78th anniversary of Kristallnacht, the Night of Broken Glass, the pogrom that took place from November the 9th through the 10th of 1938 against the Jews of Germany and Austria. Hundreds of synagogues were burned, Jewish homes and businesses were ransacked, and some 1,000 people were killed, and over 30,000 Jews were sent to concentration camps. Kristallnacht is seen by many Holocaust historians as the beginning of the violent and state-organized persecution of Jews, ultimately leading to the Holocaust. We will have special programming tonight, Wednesday, November the 9th, on JBS to remember the tragic events, including at 7 tonight, daughter of a Holocaust survivor, Karen Kaplan, talks about reconciliation and forgiveness from Riverdale's Y in New York. At 7:30, lessons forgotten from Kristallnacht. At 9, Kristallnacht is remembered on L'Chaim with Mark Golub. And at 10 tonight, our coverage of the 75th anniversary of Kristallnacht 3 years ago. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, November the 9th, 2016. I'm Teisha Bader.